Now then, the final demo is from a band called LAiKA'S FLiGHT. They're a 5-piece alt-rock band based in Sandhurst, and they say they've got a musical fusion of alt-rock and grunge. The band formed in early 2012, and yes, they invited producer-musician Dan Hodgson to take up the vocals and front what would become the band LAiKA'S FLiGHT. This is a clip of Never Forget.
Everyone gets taken away, but why so soon? Love the ones you're with and remember that they love you too. 9 years gone and the pain still feels the same. Finally stopped trying to find someone to blame.
So that was a clip of Never Forget by LAiKA'S FLiGHT. Bones, what did you think of this song?
Yeah, well, I like this, and it kind of had a sort of a 90s sort of bush vibe in places, I thought. It kind of reminded me of that, which I quite liked. It's interesting that they said that thing about the producer, because some of the aspects of it that I kind of sort of squirmed at a little bit were occasionally I thought that some of the guitars did have a very 90s grunge feel, and not always in the way that it was good, if that makes sense. I mean, it's strange, in certain aspects of this song there's great production, and then every now and again there's a sort of a production decision that like kind of I was sort of turned my head and went, oh, that's interesting, I wonder why they did that. Okay. Which probably, if he's a producer, is down to just a personal choice kind of thing. For me, I kind of, that lost a couple of points for me. But generally speaking, I quite liked it, and I'd quite like to see how they do it live, actually.
Okay, so what's your mark?
I gave them 7.
What about you, Jack?
Yeah, I liked it too. Some, nice heartfelt lyrics and heartfelt song, and a nice guitar sound, a catchy tune. But it did improve as the song went on, and it evolved a little bit. And then they quite unexpectedly and quite refreshingly catch a groove and just kind of run with it, which I thought was quite nice. Okay. Chucking some more complex rhythms across the time signature, and I think they should have just carried on with that and really gone for it and finished like that. But they did come back and play the head again. But it's nice.
So what's your mark?
I gave him 7.
Well, for me, this track sounds like a grungy version of The Shins, primarily because the vocals sound exactly like, for me, The Shins frontman James Mercer, and the melodies are quite similar, which is a massive compliment in my book because I love The Shins. Yes, I like the change in tempo, and that the song kind of sits in between the two genres. The lyrics are about appreciating the people in your life, which again is quite a positive message, and it's not your average subject matter. So yes, I liked it too, and I gave them a 7, which gives LAiKA'S FLiGHT from Sandhurst a total of 21. So looking down at my scores, I can see that LAiKA'S FLiGHT with 21 out of 30 are this week's demo panel favourites. So we'll be playing that tune in just a second. But first, of course, I must say a big thank you to Bones, for obviously letting us have the exclusive first play of his band's tune.
No worries.
Of course, and go check out Marissa Molested.
I remember it's available for download on March the 19th. March the
19th, which is when you'll be playing live for the BBC Introducing Live night at the Oakford Social Club in Reading. And of course, thank you to Jack Hepplewhite for Mr. Blind Pig as well. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Linda.
This is the song and full. This is LAiKA'S FLiGHT with Never Forget.
To blame. With the lights down flying away. I'm feeling so proud of the things you made. Though I never told you how I felt or how I feel. The memories stay the same, but the pain is real. With the lights down low, another life is walking away. Everybody's looking for a brighter day. Though his time has come and his love is moving along.
So well done there to LAiKA'S FLiGHT from Sandhurst with their track Never Forget, this week's demo panel favourite. And that is pretty much it for another show on BBC Introducing Berkshire. Thank you so much for listening and join me again next week.
BBC Radio Berkshire with David Allen.